guys, I literally just got back in town from the airport from a work trip. When I tell you there was a beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful package, y'all know how it is. A beautiful package waiting on my chair in front of the door when I got here, and I kept checking the mirror. Make sure it's recorded. I kept checking the mirror. I kept checking my camera to make sure nobody took my package. I took a chance and I wanted to unbox this right now before I go run and get food. So y'all know y'all important. Y'all know I'm excited because I'm doing this before I go get food and I am starving. Okay. Let me put this right here. We gotta. I wanted to do my first impressions with you guys. It's so messy. Etsy brand I just found in my search for a Lindy dupe. I decided on this one, which is Bryce Lane, New York. There is a handwritten card, so cute. And oh god. Okay, I'm gonna take the wrapping off. Okay, I'm gonna open the card. It's rude not to open the card right first. Nice little touch. Look at that. Says, thank you for supporting my small business from New York City. I hope you enjoy your new handbag just as much as I enjoy designing it. Love, BLNY, which is Bryce Lane, New York. Isn't that's so cute? And it's handwritten. And his handwriting is a lot. Okay. First reactions. Oh, this thing is tight. I can't even pull it. There we go. It was tight, y'all. Okay. And another little kind of like protective coating bag as well. Oh, sniffing. So it reminds you of the horse shape. Leather feels good. First impressions does have a light leather. Oh gosh, here it is. I gotta wrap this thing up, go get food, but I'm gonna catch y'all up in a second. It's been a few days, obviously. I'm coming back to you now. Okay. So we have to have the handbag focus set up along the office chair. Okay, so let me go ahead and start. Okay, so let me just tell you, let me take this off, sorry. Layout of the bag. So you have a zippered piece here, which for convenience sake, it is a zipper that's pretty easy to zip out. So overall, let's first talk about packaging. Packaging A plus. I had a box and then I also had a dust bag. Hold on a second, let me get the dust bag. This dust bag is really good. It is not as thick as some dust bags that I have, but it was definitely a lot thicker and a lot better than what I was expecting. And I have some higher end brands that dust bags are not that great. So this, I say A plus, price point, packaging, had a ribbon, all of that stuff. Overall with the bag, it did have a slight smell of leather, so that is good. And it comes with this strap was inside the bag. It was individually wrapped separately. And overall, I think it looks nice. I like that. Oh gosh. I immediately moved into it and started using it for the last couple of days. It is Sunday when I'm recording this, and I got the bag on Friday, of course, for reference. But this came individually wrapped. One of my nitpicks, things that I'm very specific about, and I would say like funny about with brands is hardware. And I would say they did a pretty good job with the hardware. Obviously, it's plasticky hardware, but I love that it was well done. It's not like it looks like it looks plasticky, but it doesn't look cheap. Is what I should say. Like when you first glance at it, it looks like metal, but then when you take a closer look, it doesn't look like metal, is what I'm trying to get at. But I love how it's on a swivel, which makes it nice and convenient. So that is good. So it comes with that strap, which you hook onto here. This shape reminds me of the horse, of course, because of the two kind of harder slats I don't know how to describe these, but these harder slats on the side, of course. I did stick the handbag feet on the bottom, but you do have these little tabs here. And then I did show you the zipper. And then let me show you the inside. So it does have this kind of herringbone fabric lining. It has a slip pocket here. Should probably take all my stuff out. It has a slip pocket here. And then also it has a zippered pocket along the back side as well, which is what makes up the bag itself. So overall, that is a layout of the bag. And you should have already seen the measurements on the screen. So my initial impressions of this bag. I think that it's a good bag. I think that it is also, you're supporting a small business, which is great. You know, when they give you good products, that is also good too. And I would say overall, let's see, packaging I gave an A plus. I would say overall, the design of the bag is, I would say, a B. Compared to the leather of Kate Spade and Dooney Burke, I would say this is more of a B minus, a little bit more plasticky. Reason why is because the leather is not as soft as I want it to be, and there's a fine balance between it being soft, supple, yet still firm and sturdy. And that sounds crazy, but I feel like a lot of you will understand what I'm talking about. I do like that I can karate chop it and I have the dip like I want it here. This is one of the reasons, two reasons why I went after this one versus the horse. So the horse bag, when I saw someone's comments on it, they were saying that it's a very boxy structure and it doesn't do this little dip, even though the advertisement photos show that it can. So I can do a karate chop like this and it stays like this the whole time. I not want to get the horse bag is the color. I wanted a beautiful saddle camel brown color, and the horse currently does not make that color. So I thought win-win here. This is made in the, well, not made, it's designed by a company in the United States. So I'm supporting a small business that's based here in the US, which I love. And then also it is what I was looking for. It has the dip in it, and then it's the exact color. The horse, I would have compromised and got the green, which the green seems like it might be a nice one, but I would have to see it in person because it seemed like it had a slightly yellow undertone, and I didn't want a green with yellow undertone. So let's talk about what fits inside. So I have chapsticks and pins in this first slot pocket. We're going to do an unbagging. I have my dress up your purse little pouch in here. Here's Dooney and Burke card holder, key pouch, Kate Spade, and then this other piece item I have. It does have a tab in the back that is branded Bryce Lane as well. So just wanted to show that piece there. So in order for the karate chop, I do place the heavier items like these pouches here were on the side. And then I had this in the middle, but it was towards the back. That way it had space for me to do that karate chop. And then I left it like that. And then I love how it stayed. So overall, I do like this bag. I think it's a great affordable option, and it's something that is another option that you can pick from. One more thing I forgot to mention about this bag here is one of the cons that I wanted to talk about was where the zipper is. Now, I leave the bag open because it dips down like this, so it makes it easy for me to just leave it like this and carry it around without having to worry about zipping and unzipping, even though the zipper is smooth. However, the zipper along this side, you do need to not angle, but hold on to something while you zip it. It's not as easy to unzip it with one hand. Let me show you. So like I can unzip it with one hand, but it's not going to go back the other direction. So I will say one of the finishing touches that I did notice, I believe with the horse had a magnetic closure on top, so they didn't have a zipper. But with this one is that you do have this little piece that dangles on the side. And I wish that they would have found a cleaner way to close out the design of the bag than leave it dangling like this. That would be one of the things that I would say they should do better with. So that's a con for me. And then I would say the other con of this bag is, what else? I would prefer this fabric lining to be a little bit better quality fabric lining. Granted, I only paid $2.25 for this bag and all of the packaging and all of that fanfare that I got. So there had to obviously be some exchange on one side for one thing versus another. But if you're, asking me as a handbag lover, that's what I would say, is that I would have gone for a slightly thicker fabric lining. This one feels cheap and not as luxurious as I would like it to feel. I feel like it's a fair price point for the bag. I got it off of Etsy, and on Etsy, they obviously had bumped the price up because of Etsy fees. So I understand why they did that. It was on sale for like $225 after you added taxes to it. And on the website, you can get it for like $203. But on the Etsy site, it said like it was $400, I want to say. And this is not a $400 bag. So just keeping that in mind. But like I said, I understand because of the Etsy fees why they wanted to had it priced that way. Now, the other aspect that I want to say, overall, I think it's a decent quality bag. I would say the other piece about the Horse that I will say is the difference with this one is the fact that these handles are on a swivel. So when I carry it crossbody, the handles move out the way. Where I didn't notice that was the ability with the Horse. So that is another difference between this bag, which is Bryce Lane, New York, and the Horse, and also why I went with this one instead. So that is another pro of this bag because it lies down. So when I carry it, it gets out the way basically. But I think for the price point, what you're getting, packaging, presentation, I think this is a good and fair price point for this bag. But those would be my improvements for them to make. All right, that is it finally.